Well, hello, West Florida family. Thank you for taking a few moments to let me share my heart with you about a new initiative that we are beginning to launch in the next few days here in West Florida. We've talked so much about how unprecedented these times are and how difficult some of the decisions have been that everybody's had to make, and what this is all about as we're trying to walk through it. We've tried to give you every guideline and help and resource and show you how other people are responding and all of that. But now we're kind of down to where the rubber meets the road as we are beginning to see our governor lighten up on some of the restrictions in our state, and we are beginning to move toward the reopening of many of our churches. A few churches have already had their first Sunday reopening service, and some will be starting this coming Sunday and some the next and some on out into June. So this is a very critical time for our churches, especially for our senior pastors. So we've been talking to our team, and we've pulled some other people around us to help us discuss the possibility of something that might help you as a senior pastor to walk through this journey for the next 8 weeks. And we believe that the next 8 weeks are going to bring some very interesting challenges, some new challenges, some things that we've never had to deal with before as we start implementing the social distancing guidelines in our services. What does that look like in a Pentecostal church service? What does that look like at your church? What does it look like at the church down the road? It's all going to be very different. But one thing we have in common is that we're all leaders who want to do the best for the people that we serve. We're all shepherds that love the people we serve. And we want to do what's right by them, and we want to make sure that they're well taken care of and that the church is able to get back to its function and move forward in more of a normal way. So that's going to be an interesting journey. We just believe that if we could all do that journey together, while we fully accept and understand that everybody will be different on the journey, and that everyone will deal with things differently, and there's no cookie cutter solution for every church here. We get that fully. But we do believe that as lead pastors, all of us will share a lot of the same concerns, be facing a lot of the same issues. And I think if we could get together and talk about that on a regular basis, it would be good. Well, we have 160 churches, and so that's going to be a little bit difficult to get all of those pastors together to talk at one time. So we wanted to come up with a plan to do two things. We wanted to, first of all, be able to connect with you on a weekly basis without having to just throw out all of these random Zoom meetings and possibly this time, possibly that time. And that's taxing on us and our team as well as it is on you to try to figure out where to be and when to be there. So we wanted to try to do something better than that. So we want to connect with you on a regular basis, just see how you're doing. And then we also want to give you every tool and every resource that we can to help you to relaunch an Acts 2 church in a post-COVID-19 world. Because we want you to be able to take advantage of this time to reassess your vision, to reassess your core values, to reassess your whole purpose for being, and to correct anything that needs to be corrected and move into this new season ready to do what God has called us to do as a church. So out of all of that desire and concern for those two components of connecting with you as well as equipping and resourcing you in every way that we possibly can, we've come up with a plan, and I think it's a good plan. We were blessed by Doug Clay and our leadership in the national office. Our general superintendent has been a phenomenal leader through all of this. And they blessed us with a tool, which is a relaunch kit for churches as we are coming back after we've been shut down for 2 months or so now. So that is obviously been available to you on our website. Some of you have already availed yourself of it and starting to use it. We want to use that as the skeletal framework for what we are calling Begin Again. Begin again. And that's what we've all got to do. We've got to start back. We've got to begin again. We've got to begin to have church again. We've got to begin to meet again. We've got to begin to figure out how all of this works. And for some of you, it's like starting from square one. But whether it's from square one or square 5 or square 10, we still have got to begin again. While we've not stopped being the church, and I could not be more proud of you for the way that you have continued to get the word out, even in greater measure than ever, the way you've served your community. There's just been this missing element of coming together, and now we're going to start that again, and we're going to begin again to meet together. So what we'd like to do is ask all of you as lead pastors to join us on Monday evenings from 6 till 8 Central Time We figured Monday night would be the best time to talk about what happened on Sunday. Had a little bit of time to digest it. And the format will look somewhat like this. We will gather via Zoom at 6 o'clock Central Time. And then we'll have a greeting and some updates if necessary on anything that's going on. And then we will have a video presentation from some of the leaders of the Acts 2 journey to talk about vision and mission and the various functions of the church, whatever the focus is for that night. Then we will have a speaker from among our district, someone who is going to address whatever the focus is for that night, and they'll do that for about 20 minutes. So the first 30 minutes is a time of teaching, a time of talking about the material that is in the relaunch kit for each one of the 7 sessions. And then once we have finished that, then when you have signed up, and we'll explain that in a moment, to be a part of this, you will be assigned into a particular cohort with a facilitator, cohort leader facilitator. And once we've been together for 30 to 40 minutes, somewhere in that window, then all of a sudden, Zoom has a wonderful feature. They mash the magic button, and all of the groups will then break out of the main meeting, and we'll all go into predetermined, you're going to select which group you want to be in, predetermined groups of 10 people, 1 facilitator and 9 lead pastors. And you will complete the rest of your time then going over the 5 questions that are asked in the relaunch kit for each one of the sessions, as well as any other questions or concerns that you have of the other people that will be in your cohort or on your team, okay? So your facilitator will lead that. If there are any major concerns or issues that you need conveyed back to us as the district team, the facilitator will have a way to respond that back to us with a response card and make sure that we know if you have a special prayer need or an urgent need that you want us to know about, because we obviously can't be in all of the sessions ourselves. So we'll connect through the facilitators, and this way we'll get to hear from you every week, make sure you're doing okay, see how you're doing on the journey. You'll get to learn from other pastors. You'll get to learn from great leaders from the Acts 2 Journey team. It's just going to be wonderful, I think. And so as we all begin again, I want you to plan to be a part of this with us. Now, Zoom is very easy. All you got to do is point and click mostly. And if you've got the internet and a computer with a camera and a microphone and or a phone with a camera or a microphone, you can do it on an iPad or any kind of device that's got a microphone and a phone on it. So, a microphone and a camera on it. You can do it on your phone or any device. So here's what we need you to do. We need you to go to our website at www.wfldag.org, O-R-G, and there'll be a special section there for Begin Again. And you can go there, and this video is posted there, as well as a registration form. We need you to fill out that very simplistic registration form, your name, the church where you pastor, your email address, and your cell phone. So we can contact you through text and through email concerning Begin Again. So everything will kind of be separated out from what we're doing with everything else. Then when you're there, you will select one of the 12 groups that is available. And there will be 12 facilitators, and their names will be there. It's a great group of people. All of these people have been through the necessary training to be certified as an Acts 2 Journey facilitator. So they already have gone through that training with us, and we went to a special time for that, and they have availed themselves of that, and so they have a lot of resources through that portal that they'll be bringing to the table as well when you go into your breakout session. So when you register under for the general registration, but then you're going to select the cohort that you want to be in. And you can select that based on the facilitator. If you don't select a cohort, we will put you in one wherever. If you just don't care, you don't care which one you're in, we'll put you in one, okay? So select your cohort. Your facilitator name will be there, but there'll also be a number assigned to that cohort. For instance, if you pick on number 5, and let's say that is Pastor Larry Perry, who's facilitating that. I'll just use him for an example. If he's the facilitator there, the group is number 5. So when we meet on the Zoom conference then, you're going to see a 5 by your name when you come into the Zoom conference. And after we have met for our 35 to 40 minutes for everyone, then they hit the magic button on the Zoom controls, and each one of those cohorts will break out automatically within Zoom. You don't have to rejoin. You just stay right where you are, and you'll simply go to the group that you are a part of. And then you'll be in that group. There'll be 9 lead pastors and the facilitator, who's also a lead pastor or either one of our district team. And so you'll go into that group, and that's where you'll spend the remaining part of the hour and 15 minutes. We just ask you to block from 6 to 8. It may be over at 7:30. It may go on, and we've got unlimited Zoom, so they can just keep talking. If somebody wants to stay on, if somebody has to jump off, that's understandable as well. But what this is going to do is give us a chance, again, to learn together, to connect together, and to be able for us as your district team to kind of check in to see how everybody's doing on this first few weeks of this new journey. So I hope I've not made it sound more complicated than what it is. All we need you to do right now, go to the website, W.F.L.D.A.G.org, click on the Begin Again tab, go to the registration form, fill out the few simple things, name, church name, email address, and cell phone number, and then select the cohort that you wish to be in. We'll take care of all the rest of it. You will then get links from us, as you have been already, through text messages and emails that will give you the link to the Zoom conference. All ministers will get the link to the Zoom conference this first Monday night, and then we'll continue to push them to the website to try to get them to register. But after that point, only the registered individuals. If somebody doesn't want to do it, we're not going to continue to force the issue. So we're going to try to get the groups established between now and the time that we do the first of the 7 lessons. So we're going to do an introductory next Monday night, and then we'll do 7 subsequent lessons after that. So it's a total of 8. Now, your cohort and facilitator and you as a cohort may say, hey, you know what? We'd like to talk again later in the week. We just didn't, we enjoyed this. That'll be up to you and the group. If y'all want to have an additional Zoom meeting later in the week, your facilitator will set that up, and we'll figure all that out as we go along. But the structured portion will be Monday evenings from 6 to 8. This will help us so that we're not trying to have multiple Zoom meetings every week and people not sure which one they need to sign into and when they need to be there. So that's our plan, to be able to move forward together for the next 8 weeks. So what are we calling it? Begin Again. So if you look at the scripture in Philemon, verses 6 and 7 of the book of Philemon, it just kind of shares there about people who are serving the kingdom of God, doing their best, and then learning how to do that even better, and how great appreciation for all that's being done. That's kind of the heartbeat behind all of this whole idea of Begin Again. So we hope that you'll take the time to go to the website, register, and then join us for the next few Monday nights, and let's walk this journey together. It's a lot like starting over. We're relaunching, but it can be one of the most effective times that we've ever had in our church. We want you to maximize that, and I pray that you will. So God bless you. If we can help you in any way, feel free to contact us, me or any of our team. We'll give you more information about this, but join us Monday night. There'll be a link to the Zoom meeting. It'll be on the website. It'll be texted out to everyone. So join us for that initial Zoom. And if we have enough people that have already seen this video and registered into the groups, we'll do a test breakout session Monday night as well. But it works. We've been on several that use this feature. So it's going to be exciting. We really are excited with the opportunity to be able to get people connected in a group where they can, help each other and let iron sharpen iron. Okay? Well, God bless you. We love you much. If we can serve you in any way, please let us know. We look forward to seeing you soon. God bless.